Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Radio Entrepreneurs Hard to Believe 2024. Here we go. I can't even think how many years it's been, but we start again, fresh, new entrepreneurs. And if I am going to start again, who else to back me up but the best co-host in Radio Entrepreneurs history? And that's Evan Macedo, VP Finance and Operations, Sapers and Wallack. Welcome back, Evan.
Thank you, Jeffrey. It is a pleasure to be here as always. And you know, I always have your back. We've been doing this for many years now, and I think 2024 is going to be the best year yet.
Well, that's the optimism I like to see. And our next guest is Christine George, co-founder of Post and Beam Creative. Welcome to Radio Entrepreneurs, Christine.
Thank you so much. I'm really excited to start my year with you both.
Well, we are starting our year with you also. You're number one. So what a great start to the year. Christine, tell us about Post and Beam.
Yeah, Post and Beam Creative is a marketing strategy and branding firm specifically focused in the real estate space. We help real estate agents, brokers, and team leaders distinguish themselves in the market through branding and marketing strategies.
And Christine, I just was looking at your background before this event. You have a long-standing career in marketing and also some expertise in real estate as well. Can you tell us a little bit about your background and what made you get started or want to start Post and Beam?
Yeah, sure. So I grew up in consumer products goods. I worked for big companies like Nestle, Gillette, Miller Brewing Company for the first half of my career, always in a customer marketing space. That's sort of like the in-between sales and branding. And I switched over to real estate in 2008, and I've been helping brokers and agents grow their business ever since. I worked for Remax Corporate for about 7 years, and then I went to a local independent brokerage here in Boston for about 7 years. And I'll tell you what, those real estate agents, there's no entrepreneur like a real estate agent. And I got the bug immediately. And I knew at some point this was going to be my path.
That sounds fantastic. And I'll let you go, Jeffrey.
Well, I find it so interesting because earlier in my career, I was a brand marketer. And I worked for a top 4 or 5 firm in the United States. And you have such great experience in consumer brands, and then you went vertical. And you don't see a lot of people going from horizontal, as I would say, like consumer brands, to a vertical. But I do agree that real estate is a very entrepreneurial field. It's all eat what you kill.
Exactly. Yep.
But I just find it so interesting that you would go to a non-consumer brand and go vertical. And I guess if I'm going to guess, I don't want to answer my own questions. It's because they really needed help.
Honestly, I just couldn't do one more business plan at a growth rate of 2%. There's only so many times you can do that. And I was looking for something more entrepreneurial, something where I could really feel like I was making a bigger impact. When you work for a big global organization like Nestle, I mean, it's a great place to learn the business. And then it's also a tough place to feel like you can make an impact because it is just so ginormous. And so I was really excited to be able to sort of, get into the weeds with the agents and brokers and really understand the business and help them grow.
And Christine, I know the real estate market has been pretty tough for these past couple of years. Interest rates have been rising. There's less people able to afford to be able to purchase homes or office space, things like that. What do you think some of the biggest challenges might be over this next year in 2024, and how are you trying to position your clients for success?
Yeah, that's a great question. So now that I've been in the space for 15, 16, I guess almost 17 years, I've seen the market. I came into the market during the crash. And the last 10 years has obviously been really profitable for agents. But now, there's been low inventory for quite a long time now. And that's still a major issue. So for agents, gaining listings is always, one of their biggest priorities. So one of the things we do when we help them put their marketing strategy together is help them think about, how do I distinguish myself so that I can build both my referral business and my listing business. Those are really the two, biggest things. And there's 1.5 million real estate agents in the country. So distinguishing yourself is a big, big challenge for agents. They're all sitting in a sea of sameness, so to speak.
Well, I liked your answer to my first question, because I've sat in, meetings in those companies where where if we did 1% a year, it would be reason for a party. So you can make a real difference. What are some of the biggest obstacles you find with real estate agents, since you seem to deal with them a lot?
I think one of the biggest obstacles, or the biggest issues that I see, is people think it's fast money. So they come into the business and they think they're gonna right off the bat make a ton of money. And that's not the case. Real estate agents work extremely, extremely hard. It is not an easy business. You have to go out there and hunt for your meal every single day, as you said in the beginning, Jeffrey. And it takes a commitment to, working on your business as well as in your business. And so, so coming into the business and thinking that you're going to make a lot of money right off the bat, that's a big issue. I also see a lot of agents out there who feel like if they buy leads, from a third-party portal, that is going to help drive their business. And the reality is that real estate is a relationship-based business. And so the most effective and efficient way to have a long-term sustainable business in real estate is by building deep connections with your sphere of influence. And so that's one of the things that we really emphasize with our clients is, what are the things that you can do to build those deep connections for the long term so that you never have to go out there and buy leads?
Being in a relationship business myself, I know how important that is and how tough it is to keep on maintaining it. And also kind of making sure your marketing material is out there in front of people, so you're not out of sight, out of mind, so to speak. What I wanted to ask is, are you utilizing any special tools? Are you utilizing any like AI tools, so that way, people's marketing and the communications is not out of sight and out of mind?
Yeah, one of the biggest tools that we believe in is email marketing. And, when I say that, a lot of people think, oh my God, email marketing, like that's so passé, or I get so many promotional emails in my inbox every single day. I just go through and delete them. You can't tell me that email marketing is still a real viable, option in terms of building your business. And I can tell you that it is absolutely the most effective way to build your business. So I'll tell you, the average open rate across not just real estate, but just sort of across the board is between, 20 and 25%. At Post and Beam, our open rate is 54. Our average open rate is 54%.
Wow, that's fantastic.
It is. And I'll tell you why. Social media, let's look at social media first, for an example. Social media is what they call rented ground, right? We don't own Facebook. We don't own Instagram. We don't own X. All of these social media platforms, they could go away today. And, you don't have a platform anymore to build your business. But you own your email database. You own it because people have opted in to hear from you. And so if you do it right, if you do it consistently, and you're staying in touch with people and you're providing them information through email that is valuable to them, that is personal, that is entertaining maybe, you're going to stay top of mind. And when those people are ready to buy or sell, or when they know somebody who's ready to buy or sell, you are going to be top of mind as their agent. And so email marketing is a critical it's a critical tool in terms of, building and maintaining your business. And we actually have a digital course that we offer that helps agents, learn from the very beginning of, what platform, email marketing service platform do I use, all the way down to, creating content, designing the right email newsletter, all the way to scheduling, tracking, and measuring your success. So, that's how much we believe in it. It's really, really an important part of the marketing sort of mix.
I saw your website too. I actually love all the training courses that you put up there. I mean, I think that's a wonderful idea to help train your clients to be a little bit better as well, so you both can function a little bit more successfully together.
And do you really have to be in real estate to try to watch your course and learn something from it?
No, absolutely not. Any entrepreneur could, absolutely, gain valuable information. It's really, we talk about the overall strategy of email marketing, and then we get really into the nitty-gritty of, how do you plan? How do you organize? How do you design? How do you implement? And with any entrepreneur, it's really important to show them your whole self, right? It's not just about, let me tell you about how many listings I've sold. Let me tell you about how many buyers I've helped. It's not about promoting yourself. It's about building the relationship with the person on the other side. It's about know, like, and trust. People who know, like, and trust you are going to do business with you. And that means not just talking about real estate, but it means talking about, your hobbies, your passions, what you're doing in the community. It's really developing that connection with the people on the other side. And any entrepreneur can learn that with our
Well,
course.
we've been speaking with Christine George, co-founder of Post and Beam Creative. Christine, if someone wants to learn more about real estate marketing, marketing in general, how would they find you?
Sure. I'm on all the socials at Christine Carlo George. Post and Beam Creative is our website. You can also find Post and Beam on all the socials at Post and Beam Creative. We're really here to help and serve the real estate space, so we'd love to hear from you.
That's great. Evan Macedo, someone wants to find you other than me, how would they do that?
Very easy, Jeffrey. If you just go to our website, sapers-wallack.com, click on the team page, you'll see my beautiful mug there. Again, you can also go on LinkedIn and find me there and connect with me, send me a message. But I would love to talk to you if you are looking for help with your finances or insurances.
Right. I want to remind everybody that this is Radio Entrepreneurs, and you can find me at the letter JDavis at MAGE, that's mageusa.com. And we're going to take a break. We'll be back with more stories on Radio Entrepreneurs.